to dust. Sworn to defend the weak, masters of the longsword. Their origins lost to history. Still, they fight for what is right. Driven by duty, devoted to their people.
Kaboom! The Wardens, members of an ancient order. Let's kick some butts. Do I have to say more? Let's simply build it and try out the fight moves. I mean, it looks awesome. I know it's not realistic, but it's a freaking PC game, okay? It doesn't have to be realistic, it just has to look awesome. I mean, they are designed to look cool and not to represent real swordsmanship. And we also don't watch Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Troy, Gladiator, and so on, play those games to see realism. We like it cause it's epic. So what did I do? Basically the same way as the other ways I did it. Like if you know my old videos, then you know how I do it. Except now I needed kind of twice as much wood because it's a twice as long sword and twice as much work. And I literally stood in that room and took off wood for hours. But in the end, I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, especially for the handle, I found a few really good methods. You see on the photos what I did if you want to recreate it. Most of you simply want to see me use it, so yeah, you see what I did. And then simply glue gunned the handle. I didn't even need wood glue. Then reinforce this with a few smaller sticks and glue gun, and then spray paint. I did a handle with a kind of a tape, which looks pretty realistic and nice. And then at the very end I added a few details with duct tape, with black adding, spray paint and so on, just to get it more accuracy, more detail. And in the end it's pretty close to the original, I'd say. And now let's try it out. It was pretty ridiculous. It's a heavy sword. It's really not easy to move. I gave my best, but I can't imagine. I mean, this is wood and it was already pretty heavy. Having this in metal, there's no way to make those moves they are making in game. But nevertheless, it's a pretty decent weapon, and even though it's not realistic, I could imagine that if those swords were real metal and you're kind of managing, if you're really really strong and you manage to handle it and you simply dash on a shield of an enemy or something like this, you can slice him in half without any doubt.
WARDEN